Good morning. Hey. All right. This is Kessa K, your resident atheist. I'm about to talk about June 19th and all the political hate I see. I call it political hate because I feel like all the outsiders, if you're not from Texas and all these, some of the gay folks, yes, I'm going to say it just like that. Some of these folks who are part of that community are outsiders. People are from East Coast, West Coast, other states who don't understand June 19th and why June 19th was chose as a federal holiday. So y'all hating on that holiday. Yeah, I'm talking about black folks and anybody else who hating on June 19th. Let me tell y'all something. Hate all you want. Because there were no tangibles given for any black situation in regards to voting. MLK Day, there was no tangibles given. What did black folks get from that? Getting the right to vote segregations? Are we calling those tangibles? Hell no. Because it did not solve anything in the black community. Those things did not solve. We didn't get anything. So just because June 19th was made a federal holiday doesn't mean you need to ask for something. Stop expecting the system of white supremacy to hand you something when a black holiday is given. Okay? Stop expecting that. I don't understand the hate behind June 19th other than the political bullshit. Because it's bullshit to me. So what? The white man can have his 4th of July, but us black Texans can't have our June 19th. On the lower level, yeah, they should have made it a state holiday. But the reality is, the people in Texas celebrated June 19th from the day of their liberation. So I don't understand why the hate, other than the political bullshit. Other than you're not a born Texan, you're not from Texas, and you don't celebrate your ancestors' liberation. Let me tell you something. This is how I see it. Some people feel like, oh, it's shameful that they chose this day, June 19th. Some people feel like that. I really don't give a shit how you feel. But at the end of the day, it definitely represents our ancestors being enslaved, period, for over 400 years. It represents that. It represents the liberation. Even though we were not then and still now mentally and physically free under their system, but it was written that we were free. They were forced to free Texas, those black Texans. They were forced to free those black slaves. And for people to sit up there to say, oh, we don't want this day, we don't want this holiday, it's just mind-boggling to me. You'll sit up there and run your ass behind Christmas, Thanksgiving, and any other stupid-ass holiday that doesn't benefit black people. So, I mean, at the end of the day, stop trying to throw June 19th, a Texas holiday, under the bus. So what? It was made a federal holiday. So fucking what? Eat that shit. Because the Texans celebrated that shit. Those black Texans, those ancestors celebrated June 19th. From that time, they were free. They were told they were free. How many states can say they celebrate their liberation from the time the cracker man, the white man, the white supremacist said, hey, you're free. These slaves are free, even though we were not free. We were told we were free. So Yeah, salute to my ancestors who held it down for 150 years celebrating June 19th. And salute to those other states who understand the significance behind the celebration of black liberation. Because it seems to me a lot of you motherfuckers don't. A lot of you hating as Negroes do not understand that. Yeah, I mean, do your research and celebrate the day that your ancestors were free in America. Not just because some Lincoln say, okay, this is the day they were set free. Yeah, it took 2 extra years for those soldiers to reach Texas and force those slave masters to free those slaves. Yeah, so what? Don't shame us for that. Shit. Shame on you for not creating a liberation day for your damn state. Shame on you for not celebrating. Because it's my understanding other states celebrated our June 19th. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm beefing about that. It's mind-boggling. And I'm like, shut the hell up. You don't like June 19th, don't celebrate it, goddammit. Don't celebrate it. If you don't like it, so do not celebrate it. It's not the holiday for your black liberation. And if you're a tether baby or a non-foundational person, same to you. If you don't like the holiday, move the hell on. If you want to know mixed breed people who feel like, oh, I'm for my white folks and whatever and don't understand June 19th, you don't like it, move on. If you are a part of that LBGT, ABC community, you don't like it, to hell with you, because June 19th was here before Rainbow Month. I'm just being real. June 19th was here before Father's Day. I'm just being real. I understand you gay folks, y'all want June to be your month. But at the end of the day, June 19th was here before all that. It was before all that. So we're going to celebrate our day in Texas. We're going to celebrate June 19th weekend. Because that's what we did for 150 years to celebrate the liberation and the ending of slavery in Texas. If you don't like it, don't celebrate it, period. But we don't, what I don't like is when you sit up there and talk trash about it. It's just mind-boggling to hear people that talk trash about a day. So what? And let's take recognition of that. Finally they taking recognition of Black Wall Street. Finally. We don't want to talk about what you talk. It's easy for them to talk about Black Wall Street, but they don't tell you about the other towns that they slaughtered in the same manner of Black Wall Street. That these white supremacy created some fake news, and went and destroyed these towns like Greenwood, I think Rosewood, Slocum, Texas. And they still digging into Slocum, Texas. They're still, and Slocum, Texas was 1910, I believe. 1910. They did the same thing to Slocum, Texas. They went into that little small town and killed all those black people just based on fake news. Yeah, research it. Fake news. White supremacy would, they'll try to destroy what you build. That's why it's important for us to preserve our liberation, to understand what our ancestors fought for when it came to black liberation. You guys are sitting up here complaining about June 19th. That's a step to reparations, to be honest. That is a step forward for reparations. For those who suffered, whose families suffered. This is on record that these people did this to our ancestors. This is on record. And if it's on record, Black Wall Street, they should be giving those families reparations for stealing their land, for burning their town down for killing their people. They should get reparations for that. Slocum, Texas, they should get reparations for that. Anyone who was part of slavery should get I don't give a damn about, because if these companies exist, some of these companies still exist off of slave money, they should be paying people reparations. Period. Your ancestors made money off of slavery. It made money off of poor people. Poor black people. It purposely made black people dumb, or slowed them down to the point where they could not be a part of their system. It purposely put them in communities to fail. This is on record. Understand what redlining is. It's on record. You white people can sit up here and dispute the shit. And I'm not talking about you white folks who was not born here. Don't sit up here and play the mind fuck game with us. If you're a tether baby, we ain't talking about you. But if you start defending the system of white supremacy, then you gonna fall in line, and you need to learn history. And we're not, because I'm gonna tell you something. America started a lot of bullshit, including Nazi Germany. America is the father of white supremacy. America is the father of killing those Jews. So, study your history. You think Hitler just up and created the whole idea of just killing Jews? Man, America helped that shit. You know? Y'all sit up here and get mad about certain things. You can't. You can just look at history. It's there. You can't erase it. They trying to erase a lot of black history. And with Juneteenth being on record as a federal holiday, I love it, man. You know why? Because they can't erase that shit. They sit up here and deny 500 years of slavery. But now that shit is on record, you can't deny it now. You cannot deny slavery once Juneteenth is on record as a federal holiday for black liberation, for slavery ending, whether it be in Texas, whether it be in Louisiana, whether it be in Alabama, South Carolina, all these southern states. It's on record, baby. Juneteenth represents all of you. If you don't understand that, you're stupid. It's on record. That's the moment where they acknowledge that slavery was here. It's a holiday now. It's not about showboating. It's a step forward towards our reparations, what is owed to us, foundational black American descendants of slavery. It's owed to us. So I don't want to hear all your nonsense disrespecting this shit over political purposes or views. It's all semantics to me. It's all just bullshit to me. It doesn't mean anything. You know, I'm going to always be for black liberation. I'm going to always be for the upliftment of black people in America. Because my people here, we went through the shit like no other motherfucking group of people in America. Other than the Indians, man, I feel bad for them because they're soon to be extinct due to white supremacy. You don't even, you see them, but their presence are not known. And a white supremacy can take their rights away from them just as quick as anybody else. But anyway, I said what I needed to say. I'll probably redo this audio. But I'm going to say peace, black liberation. My name is Kessa K, a.k.a. Resident Atheist. And happy Juneteenth, whether you like it or not. Black liberation. Peace.